get away from that and trying to, separate ourselves in that sense, because we all learn from each other, and I think that's the best way to do it.
When he had his first press conference with us, Schottenheimer, indicated that he was going to try to preserve as much terminology as he could, and in fact he would try to learn the old. But listening to you guys, it sounds like didn't exactly come out that
No,
way.
I think he definitely took a different turn on that one, which is honestly I think better for everybody. It's a new offensive coordinator, a fresh start, so I think starting from zero for everybody is important, because then you get to learn, more of the fundamentals than maybe you would have focused on back in the day. Because, when you're so deep into an offense like we were with Coach Bobo, we focused on, so many other things other than fundamentals sometimes, because everyone knew the playbook because it's been here for so long, and all the veteran guys knew what was going on. So.
Did you welcome a fresh start? I know you were third on the pecking order last season. Were you glad that you had a chance to kind of start around zero?
I guess. I mean, my approach hasn't changed at all, since I got here. Just still chopping away at it.
A lot of people hear Faton Bauta, they think Faton Bauta the runner, but obviously throwing is a big part of being a starting quarterback if you get that job. But how do you assess your arm and your arm strength right now?
Well, I guess the only thing I could say to that is I haven't ran the ball in probably since high school.
Right.
So, I mean, I don't really think that's – is it in my game? We'll see if I ever get on the field. But, I can run the ball for sure. But the most effective quarterbacks, can do both pretty equally, I guess, nowadays. But, I focus on what I need to.
You still want to be live in the
rotation? I'm sorry about that. Do you like the rotation aspect of things? I understand one guy's working one day, next day you'll be two, next day you'll be three.
I don't have a problem with that.
To where the day you get all the reps with ones on one day.
I mean, it's good to expose everybody's talents and stuff. I think it's best for everybody because everybody gets a chance, and it's, I guess, pretty equal. But just you never know how the game. I mean, you just got to go out there and play with whatever you got. That's what I've learned since I've been here.
You plan to go live in the scrimmage like you did last spring?
I don't know. I haven't really thought about it or decided. We'll see. Maybe I'll make it a surprise.
Did you know Schottenheimer's name, being a New York guy? We worked with the Jets?
I did. When I was younger, I'm a huge Jets fan.
You are?
And when he was there, my brother had always told me about him, saying like look how young, like he's a really young offensive coordinator and stuff. And I was like between I think 10 and probably 15, 16 when he was there, or maybe even a little younger. And my brother was telling me about him, saying like his dad was a legend and stuff, and saying how he probably knows so much at a young age. And I remember seeing it; it was pretty cool. And the Jets have had some really good season back in those days, and I guess it was pretty cool. And I've asked him a few questions about when he lived there and what favorite places he used to go to to eat and stuff in the city. And Del Frisco's was one of them, and that's a huge place. My family, we go there all the time when I'm home to celebrate some family stuff. But it was pretty cool. Yeah.
What borough are you from?
I'm from Brooklyn originally.
Okay. Brooklyn's more. Is that more? That's more Jets than Giants, isn't it?
I don't know. I mean,
they're both in New Jersey.
Yeah, it's weird. It's a weird setup out there. Everything's so close to each other.
What did you think when you heard Bobo was leaving, and then I guess a month later? I mean, what was the transition?
I mean, to me, I mean, growing up, my brothers have always told me how the game works as far as coaching. One of my brothers actually GA at Rutgers for a little while, and I understood that's the way the game goes. Or just how college football works. You never know whether your guy, your coach is going to be there for the whole time you're there. So I never really got caught up in, saying, oh man, I hope, coach doesn't leave, coach stays, blah, blah, blah. Because if a coach gets an opportunity, he's going to go. So, that never really, hindered me in any way. Seeing him go was I was like, oh man, well, everybody needs to move on to bigger and better things eventually. I was definitely very happy for him, and I think that's an awesome gig he has over there. And, knowing the kind of guy he is, I got to know him really well since I've been here so long with him, and him getting that job, I think is great for him. And we always used to talk about Coach Bobo will be an awesome head coach, and I think he's going to do great over there. And I do wish him all the best, even though he probably doesn't need it, but he'll be fine. And I definitely was a little kind of, it was kind of bitter. I wouldn't really say sweet. It was just a little bitter, but eventually I had to get over it, and I was like, it took a little while for us to find out who our OC was coming in, so that was kind of who they're going to bring in, what kind of guy. And once I Coach Schottenheimer, I was pretty pumped.
Is every offense a little easier to run when you got a guy named Nick Chubb to turn around and just hand off to?
Yeah, I mean, running the ball, when you have a guy like him, I mean, it opens up the passing game so much because he's just, such a powerful runner. He just, everybody wants to try and tackle Nick Chubb, and everyone's trying game plan against him and, try and get him to, cough it up or whatever. But, yeah, it definitely is easier. And, I just hope him and everybody else stays healthy so we can have everybody for the season.
It was no